all some amazing examples of extraordinary storytelling and performance that are part of a conservatory project at the Victory Gardens Theater. This program, which is called Poets to Playwrights, aims to develop the next generation of theater artists, just as we at TFA focus on the next generation of digital media artists. So I'm proud to present, without further ado, the Theater Voices of the Future, Poets to Playwrights.
Congratulations, class of 2012. And my name is Easy. Do you remember when it was fun? My first notebook. 75 crisp pages, blank slates, gardens. Kissed with lines of violet and rose my pen leaves footprints over white sands. Black and white splashed cobweb paper the garden's fence created to protect my happiness. Metaphors? Nah, dinosaur fossils. Hours upon hours of digging, cracking mine surface like shovels? No. Jackhammers slamming boisterously into concrete skulls. Throwing dirt ideas to the side and finding thoughts said before but hoping mine are so unique that the Field Museum dismembers sue to display my accomplishments. Poems made of these bones accompanied by flesh imagery. Words heating atmosphere. Steam spit hits crowd turning ballrooms into saunas. More water on the coal. Sweat drops, puddles form, skin cracks, lips chapped like raw sailors. You visualize mirages flowing from my lips. These performance-enhancing drugs are not illegal, so I cock my backpack, make contact, and pray for a line drive. Too often words fly over heads like engorged pigeons, so you only catch a piece. Barry Bond? No. Killer? Maybe. Walking into schools armed with thoughts, bullets. Prior poets make my trench coat loose. My aim, accurate, round, large, gun automatic. When I'm done with my first stanza, people in the second row begin wiping off brain fragments. I do it for the applause. I do it for the honor. I do it for the glory. No longer for fun.
My name is Brittany Black Rose, and this poem is for the Herero women, which is an African tribe that lost their families to German occupation. Dear Sarah, I'm writing to tell you I want to be sorry. I don't know if I possess the words yet to create a eulogy for a man that I will never meet. I'm starting to think if I was a stronger woman, more desirable, if I had held on to my husband tighter or closer, you'd still be able to reach out to yours. And I don't know the pain of losing a partner, but I can tell you what it's like to be haunted by the living. My husband did not come from your land. He is the shell of a bullet that backfired. A stranger sleeps in my bed. And I wish that I could say with sincerity that I was sorry, but I'd still rather have this fragment than no peace at all. I tried to be like all the other housewives, sweep you into the darkness of my subconscious. There's just too much clutter there already. And I know I will never have to look you in the eye or set foot on the land when we hosed out your fires, and I thank God for that every day, because I don't think I'm strong enough to not hate you for hating me. You are the bitterness I taste in every anniversary cake, and the shadow always casted over family photos. No one else tastes or sees you, but I do. Sarah, I'm writing to you to tell you that guilt is the only thing my husband and I share anymore. You are the sorrow that sleeps in between us in my bed. I want to be sorry. I wish I could give you back your family, Sarah. I have not forgotten you. Every time I close my eyes, I'm scared God will see fit to change our places. I will wake up brown and alone, trying to rebuild a life and a husband and a family out of ashes. Sarah, there's a candle on my vanity. I promise I will never let your flame go out. And one day, I can
She's telling you, color her beautiful. Not with red, white, and blue, but with her cultures. With the races that pace through her blood, the red, white, black, green combination. She is Mexico connected to America, reaching out to Africa. Squeezing through a skylight of forced hope and departed dreams. Her hips move to cumbia, bachata, salsa, reggae, and then she prays. Blood under the knees, unsure of herself, her future days, suffering in silence. Is this the what she is saying? Her spoken word loves poetry. She locks her noise away in journals. She locks her noise away in journals. She locks her noise away in journals. Soy la jefa futura de Chicago. Ya veo, no quiere nada conmigo. Bailando from cumbia to the heel toe. Yeah, this chica may be emo, pero es solamente my estilo. Meant to me, you be missing like Nemo. I'm on the come up of rose, you can't toma. Soy la princesa, mira mi corona. Sex my swagger, but no, you can't know her. Come to me with the say no broma. Escúchame, hablo de la verdad. Yo mi enemigo, no tengas amistad. Encenderé el fuego, no vengas a ayudar. Soy belleza, recuerda mi nombre. Step up, don't care if you mujer o hombre. Y ya lo sabes que hablando sobre. She locks the noise away in journals. She locks the noise away in journals. Locks the noise away in journals.
Hello, my name is Arelys Jimenez. This poem, I had a chance to perform it at the Chicago Jazz Festival, so yeah. My pops held a Heineken like John Coltrane cuddling the saxophone. Reclined back cool. In his chair like Miles Davis, he commanded conversations in the crowd of chocolate-skinned peers peering with a bronze-eyed gaze. At the cats whose voices, cat-caught scales of jazz solos, I like to hang around words and overhear them talking to one another. So as a child, sitting on the sidelines, my ears eavesdropping in on their conversations, I always wondered why I was so transfixed with the curve on the lips. I respected the perspective guard swayed, y'all. Did. Like the pool hall cool cats packing 8 balls in side pockets as the boy in the blue vest watches as they excel melodies that bob my head to the rhythms in tune that tantalize the room. I consume jazz and soul daily, y'all. The moon strutting down the boulevards, drowning out the universe with my headphones, mirroring with my pops. Cross-faded beatboxing with crescendos to the breakbeat lyrics enacted what King ever cold, unforgettable. How I emulated these traits at school, I remembered in the lunchroom cipher sessions, I began to progress some lessons of emulating rhythm sections. Now, the kids question, yo dog, why you think you're so cool? And my reply, heck, because I'm so smooth like my pops. Spinning vinyls and navy blue lit rooms filled with haze as jazz and hip hop syncopated crowds of chocolate skinned peers, I peered from the sidelines as a kid. Diggable like the planets and common with my sensitive tongue must have been net on a journey like a tribe called Quest and Outcast. Rooted in black thoughts, counting stars, we did this, mass appeal, gangstar around midnight. My incest affirmation was George Benson's and grooves, notorious like monks on mountain tops, moving to Colonial straight. No, chaser. Wait, no straight. Impressionable to the impressions imprinted from the experience. So how can jazz be dead if I'm still alive then? How can hip hop die when Wu-Tang is forever there? Say that life is like a piano, y'all. It just depends on how you play it. So this is dedicated to the way I grew to mute the rhythm section of life's jazz ensemble. A crowd of lunchroom spectators with the smoothest verse ever, thanks to my pops, who held his Heineken, like John Coltrane cuddling the saxophone.
This poem is for my little cousin. G.K. Chesterton wrote, "Fairy tales do not tell children that dragons exist. Children already know that dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children that the dragons can be killed. We build bunk beds out of couches, stack cousins on brothers on nieces, leather from the couch's seats forces your cheek to be smooth. It is a lullaby. Massaging faces and ears, drowning out the stampedes of search parties looking for your mother under the nearest crack rock. There is a vein on your ankle that puffs its chest out for attention. Royal blue hidden entryways that elevate our father's thrones even higher. Pride chopped up with dignity and snorted throughout our whole family lineage. Parading the insides of our elbows during family reunions. No need for long sleeves. Admire the crevices between our toes. Play games with our family. Hide and seek with track marks. Hot potato with relatives' couches with leather seats that will always force your cheeks to be smooth. We welcome cloaked addiction. It is the thread that sews our family together. Without it, we'd be separated, exposed, strung out. Monster. I know where you hide. Syringes give you neck cramps. Instead, spread your wings over well-groomed adults and silent children littered with blisters from mopping their mother's face prints off the floor. Why do you need your metal spoon so much? This is family dinner time. Just need forks and knives and everyone's inside to remain clean. White powders and dirty thumbs smear the edges of candid moments. I'll put the photos over decorations in the wall shaped like fists from when I come down. Gone roots prohibit communication. Dig deep in soil and clutch the sparse nutrients in fiction. Our stories engraved in our bark, and I'm sorry that you believe in us. We'll give you fairy tales about killing dragons, elaborative narratives about bonding on family rehab trips. We be creative storytellers. Replacing the abundance of heroin in our blood with fantasy female heroes fighting in the streams under our skin. Little cousin needs to always welcome the leather seats of the communal couch. They will always play bunk bed for your brothers, cousins, and nieces. They will always shove opiate-free family reunions between your ears. They will always force your cheek to remain careless, oblivious, and smooth.
Peace, y'all good? Real quick, can we give it up for all of the graduates in the building this morning? Congrats to you guys. Best wishes as you begin the next phase of your life. My name is Lamar Jordan. I'm a 23-year-old spoken word poet, MC, playwright, and teaching artist in the West Side of Chicago, and West Side in the building. And this piece is called We Step. See, stepping is our ritual. Habitual like annual debates between Sox fans and Cubs fans, though this be the choreography of kings, the unofficial homage to our history. We step as if we got live by your legs and time bomb shows. As soon as the rhythm grows onto us like a funky fungus infected with dance people, we step as if we trying to sketch the skyline into the dance floor below. What you know about that? This ain't the typical hold down you're accustomed to in your town. It's a shack town, the greatest city in the nation. And stepping is its physical representation, so we step no matter where we are. We use our feet to stamp the 4 stars and 2 horizontal lines into any canvas we can find. We paint any town the colors of the Chicago flag. We grab your attention at the slightest mention of any no beat to step to. Any music shack town steppers can rap through. We go in. This is for the steppers. This is for the 1, 2 checker. Baby, let me know what's up. As soon as the needle scratches the record like a boogie and batch of chicken pox, we go in. From sexual healing to extra best you are loved, to step in the name of love, all the way back to our greens, let's stay together, furnishing some dance hall filled with over 50 rhythmless spoken word poets somewhere in South Florida. Chicago's presence was felt because we stepped as if we knew the entire world was watching Chicago. We come from a city in which every triumph we have ever been proud of has been coupled with a tragedy from which we are still trying to journey away. But in that moment, we step because Chicagoans know that no matter how great nor small, every journey begins with a single step.
collaborated on it. It premieres at the Victory Gardens Theater in Lincoln Park, June 28th through July 1st. You can get more information at victorygardens.org. Congratulations.
Okay, try following that sometime. Wow. Well, welcome to graduation 2012. If there's a better, more exciting, and more vibrant city in the country than Chicago, I really don't know what it would be. And, you know, there's just some proof positive right before our eyes. But that's the environment that we're launching our graduates into today. Massive change, unlimited possibilities, and big, big dreams. And we're equipping you guys with the best tools, with the most extensive training, and a work ethic that's second to none. And even more importantly, an attitude of constant support, of collaboration, cooperation. It's really the heart of the whole college. So, before you head out, I want to give you a few words of advice. First, don't mistake a clear view for a short distance. It's great to know exactly what you want to do. Of course, believe me, that's going to change about 1 million times in your career. And it's great to strive aggressively every single day toward that goal, but it's equally important to understand that good things don't happen overnight. They're the product of an iterative process. You try, you fail, you pick yourself up, you try again, and you try again and again. Persistence is unbelievably powerful. We hope that you'll all have a dream, and we hope you make it a really big dream. Small dreams suck, actually.
Yeah.
And this is hard to believe, but Newt Gingrich, of all people, once asked me if I knew why lions didn't hunt chipmunks. Okay, now you have to think about that for a minute. It's hard to know what Newt would think about that too, but the answer is that if they caught the chipmunks, they would starve, right? Because that's not enough food, it's not enough energy, it's not enough substance. So don't think small, shoot for the stars. And here's the other thing that I think is important with respect to this issue of focus, and I'm going to say this at least twice, okay? So discipline is just the job of choosing between what you want now, what you want today, and what you want most, okay? And what you want most is usually not a today thing. What you want most is that dream. And so we live in this instant gratification world, and it conspires every day to sort of knock us off course and to help us lose our focus. You've got to always keep your real goals in mind, what's really important and what's the direction that you're headed. Focus is everything. You can do anything you want, but you can't do everything. And what I've learned over about half a century of doing this is that saying no is actually much harder than saying yes. It's really easy to be a yes person, but it's the things that you choose not to do, the things that you say, that's not the right focus, that's not the right time, that's not the right emphasis. Those are the things, those choices are what's going to make you a success. Saying yes is really popular, but being a leader is not about popularity. It's really about making the hard decisions, and the hardest decisions always end up on your desk or in your lap. And as you've heard me say a zillion times, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. And believe me, we hope that we've demonstrated that, and every one of you has demonstrated that as well. Hope is just not a strategy for success. It's great to be optimistic, but it's better to be prepared. And the good news is that you're better prepared to outsmart and outwork about 99% of the people in the whole world who are out there just sort of sitting around waiting for the world to make a place for them, and that's not how the world works. So we're not even remotely good waiters. We're great workers, and in the end, what ultimately matters is the work. So you've learned your craft, you're professionals now, you're pretty good at what you do, but now comes part two, and it turns out that what you have to do is set the technology aside, set the processes aside, and go wide. And what that means is that logic and all these nice processes can take you from A to B, but imagination can take you anywhere, and creativity can move mountains. And so be open to everything, try a zillion things, and understand that the best ideas come from outside, not from inside. And you have another sort of sacred charge, because we live in a horribly divided world. And it's probably more torn and divided than any time in our history, certainly your history, since probably the Vietnam War. And the most powerful tool for bridging these gaps between people and for bringing people together is storytelling. And you've learned to be good storytellers. So the job is to put those talents to good use and to make a difference, which you can make, because the gates are open, the access is there today, the ability to publish and spread your ideas across the whole world in seconds is all available to you in new and really amazing ways. So try to use your skills, try to be responsible, try to make a difference. And lastly, our really fondest hope for you is that you figure out something that you love to do and that you get to do every single day just as we do, and do it with enthusiasm and do it with a vengeance. So that's it. We have great confidence in you. We believe that every one of you will make your mark. We think you'll even make some history, and you'll make us all proud. So God bless you. So now it's my privilege to introduce our graduation speaker, Regina Kulik-Scully. She's one of the leading experts on media communications in the country. It's unbelievable that she's here, actually. And after many years in the corporate field and then in publishing and PR and brand management, she founded, and she is now the founder and CEO of her own marketing and brand communication agency in New York City called R.I.P. I don't know where those initials came from, but perhaps she'll explain it to us. R.I.P. Marketing Communications. In addition, and maybe even more importantly, she's a tremendous advocate for change in education. Along with her husband, John, she's founded a number and helped launch a number of the best charter schools in the country, the most successful ones, including one in Richmond, California, that's called Making Waves Academy. And it's not only a leader in the field, but it's been instrumental in moving hundreds and hundreds of inner city kids into some of the top colleges in the country. She recently turned to filmmaking, as if she didn't have enough to do and enough credentials in her career. And she executive produced a whole bunch of different documentaries, including Boyhood Shadows, The Invisible War, and The Big Picture. And then our connection in particular had to do with her latest film, which is called Misrepresentation, and won a bunch of awards at places like Sundance in 2011, and was purchased, in fact, by Oprah Winfrey, and Oprah launched it on the OWN network in October 2011. But Regina came here to be with us, and we recently screened her film, and we selected her as the first recipient of our Women in Media Award. She's a graduate of Georgetown. She sits on a number of school boards and charitable boards, and it's just my real pleasure to first give her an honorary degree, which we're going to do now, and then to introduce her and have her share some of her remarks with you. So, Regina, if you'll come up.
First of all, thank you, Howard, for your generous introduction and for my glorious honorary degree. I'm extremely proud of that. I'm very happy to be here, and I also wanted to thank a couple other members of this extraordinary academy community. Of course, Howard, your visionary CEO, who, if it weren't for him, this school wouldn't even exist. And I know what it means to start a venture like that. It takes enormous passion, dedication, and really love. Love for the students and love for making this world a better place. I would also like to thank Mario Christopher, who's your dedicated CFO. And without people behind the scenes trying to garner support.
Location with their friends and easily hook up, for drinks. They use text messaging and a directory of locations to Over the years, it became very popular in major tech cities. So New York, Seattle received thousands of users per day using the service. And finally, in 2005, Google bought the service. For Dennis and Alex, they thought they had made it. They thought they had succeeded, and they were on top of the world right then. They thought resources would come in, and they would see dodgeball become what they had always wanted it to be, something that everybody used everywhere. Unfortunately, over the next couple of years, Google kind of tightened the belt on them. They pushed them away, prevented them from making decisions on the service. And in 2007, the two left the company. They didn't feel like their work mattered, and they said that they were intensely frustrated with the atmosphere of Google. For those two, they had the rug pulled out from underneath them, and they had to start over. Dennis wanted to go back to his original idea, having people share their location. Alex, however, didn't. Alex backed away. Dennis started something new, and in 2009, 1 month after Google announced the closure of Dodgeball, he launched his new venture. It was called Foursquare. Many of you may be familiar with this service. It uses GPS technology to share your location with your friends and become mayor and earn special benefits at places. Today, 3 years after that, the service has seen 2 billion check-ins and has 20 million daily users. You see, Dennis didn't give up when things went wrong. He didn't expect any of that to happen, but he kept going and he kept pushing forward and had the determination to see that through. In my time here at Flashpoint, I've dealt with a lot of student issues. A lot of frustrations have come towards me. And every time when someone has come to me, I've always said to them at the end, keep doing what you have to do. Like just give it a shot, try it, and you never know, you might succeed. But you gotta try. And I'll do what I can after that. But you need to try going forward. And the thing is, some people would always shoot back to me, oh Max, it's just so easy, you're smart. And I hated it every time someone said that. Because I don't believe that for 1 second. It's not intelligence that determines that. See, my first college semester, before coming to Flashpoint, I received a 2.19 GPA, just above a C average. And that shocked me, because I had a scholarship that was riding on having a 3.0, and that would cost me my school. So I knew that in my second semester I needed to come together and do something about that. And I pushed hard. I went to every single class I could. I did every single assignment. Whether I knew what to do or not, I just did something. And at the end of the semester, I had a 3.94. You see, I wasn't any more intelligent from that 4-month period. And it certainly wasn't that the classes were easier. It was that I tried. I went forward and just did things, regardless of what I knew. I did it. So what I'm trying to say is, success isn't defined by an innate ability. It's not predetermined for anyone in this room. It's a choice to do what you have to do when problems arise. Howard said something about having problems and being prepared for those. Unfortunately, not all problems can be seen. And when those unexpected challenges do arrive, you need to step forward and keep going. You just need to push yourself. So just remember, if you want to be the very best, like no one ever was, you need to be vigilant and continue pushing forward. Except DK, you might want to give up. So class for 2012. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that each one of you continue pushing forward with determination and grit. But today, congratulations, you guys have earned it and achieved something by working hard. So thank you.
We will now begin conferring decrees, starting with the visual effects students.
Ya no, Aku sih, parang ini.
It does? You able?
Yeah.
Just tell me. Oh, I have something right now.
You don't have out there.
Animation and visual effects. Chair, Nick Ehrlich.
Alexander J. R.I.P. Michael S. Rugioni. Michael D. Bryant. Matthew Coleraine. Nicholas J. DiGenova. Dakota A. DeMarco. Ebony J. Freeman. James P. Gajak. Arelys Jimenez. Eduardo Laura. Jeffrey G. Malenga. Michael S. Mask. James R. Nicholas. Michael K. Post. Devin C. Wambolt. Tisha R. Ware. Daniel J. Wiley. Allison C. Young. Game and Interactive Media. Chair, Nick Ehrlich. Matthew J. Abate. Alexander J. Babbitt. Michael E. Berger. Jacques A. Rowe. Michael J. Vine. Charles W. Campbell. John D. Choi. Joseph P. Cohen.
I'd like to present to you the 2012 graduating class from Tribeca Flashpoint Media Arts Academy.
Los cielos va esperándolo.
Thank you very much. There is a reception on Tuesday, 3 immediately outside the theater. Congratulations.
Now to the teachers and the patients, then you end it. And you end it by coming back. ¿Estás filmando?
Ya. Didn't those things used to go higher? Yeah, right? Because I remember it used to be like... She's all the way over there. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, where'd she go?
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
Por ahí en este monumento.
Like really awkward.
Circle thing.
Circle thing.
Look over there, coming down.
She's like very distant.
Is she all the way over there?
Where is she?
They're sitting down.
Want me to go get her? Alright.
Are you still far away?
Stop being so distant.
What?
Stop being so distant.
No, I
I'm
don't know
gonna
about
keep going
her.
down, that's fine. So how long did it take you to kill that raven?
What raven?
The one you got for the feathers.
Oh, they can tell me that. Oh, bastards.
Back it. Fail.
How rude. Get it back.
You can't even put it back in.
I want it. Take it back. a pine tree. What's so nice about a pine tree?
A pine tree? There's pine trees everywhere.
¿Tomamos foto en el frijol? ¿Si quieres? No. She said there's a nice tree. I'm like, it's just a pine tree. That's not the type you can do tea with. Which one's the one you can do tea with?
Ew! That was not a good sight.
Oh, you mean the... I'm looking here looking for the bee. I'm like, what bee? ¿Te vas a filmarle el bee?
Huh? ¿Qué bee?
I'm looking for the bee.
Oh, the bean. El frijol.
You got the other camera too?
Yeah.
Take pictures of that one too.
The iPad one?
Yeah. Mine, the other one.
Oh, yours? Mom had
¿Tú
it.
estás filmando a Arely de espalda o de frente?
De frente, todos lados, mira. De arriba, Steven Spielberg style.
Just little snippets. You don't have to do the entire road trip.
We gotta waste this 1 hour, 36 minutes.
And we're back home.
Damn.
You could stop recording.
No, zoom in.
So you can record back at home. There's so many people.
Let's see Jessica's booger.
Oh! Leave me alone. Do a little smile for us. Come on.
Alright. Yep.
You told me if they're gonna take pictures of the camera.
No, it's alright. We got you.
It's like 5 cameras in one.
Oh, we're out. Where's the cushion? It like disappears and appears in a different location.
You have to teleport device.
Captain Picard. Oh, did it stop? No.
Where are you hiding up?
There you go.
Nobody tells me anything.
What's up with that face?
Hasta derecho. It's closed for now. ¿Por ahí derecho? Está cerrado. Because they're repairing it. They're doing some new stuff. Sí, ya cerraron allí, mira. No está entrada. No, that's closed. No, pero ese es el bridge, pero no el jardín. No, ese es el bridge. No, ese es el bridge. Esto de acá adentro está cerrado. La otra vez que vine estaba cerrado. Está en construction, ya. Ya, construction. Vamos para acá, mejor. ¿Eh? Mira que hay plan.